my happy readers. It's Bedtime Stories with me, Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? Well, I have chosen a very loving story to share. The title is Pepper the Runaway Dog. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is Angela Nuttall, and the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Sarah-Leigh. Now, Pepper is a very happy dog in a very happy home with lots of toys and a comfy bed. But one day something happens and it just unsettles him. Shall we read and find out what happens? Somewhere in the countryside, in a cottage down a lane, lived a happy little sausage dog. Pepper was his name. He had a loving family who had bought him as a pup, a birthday gift for Jasper and his little sister Brook. Pepper loved to run around and chase his favourite ball. He raced around the garden, up the stairs and down the hall. He loved to go for walks in the wood or to the park. His ears stood up, his tail would wag, and he'd give a little bark. He had a cosy basket in a space beside the fire, with lots of squeaky toys to chew whenever he'd desire. Life was very comfortable. Pepper could not complain until the day he heard a noise that he could not explain. Oh no, what's this? A stranger rolling on my floor with loving smiles around it? It wasn't there before. Pepper's ears dropped slowly, his tail between his legs. He turned away in sadness and headed for his bed. I've been replaced, thought Pepper. They don't love me anymore. So he grabbed his favourite toy and headed for the door. The family searched for Pepper. They hunted high and low. They put up missing posters because they missed him so. One morning, Pepper saw his face pinned upon a tree. Well, fancy that, thought Pepper. That picture is of me. Missing, read the headline. Pepper, please come home. Can't bear to think of you lost and all alone. Pepper felt unhappy and hung his head in shame. He never meant to make them sad or cause his family pain. He thought that he had been replaced, but of course that wasn't true. A new addition didn't mean there wasn't room for two. Pepper hurried down the lane and back towards his house. He crept along the hallway as quietly as a mouse. The family scooped up Pepper with delighted shouts of joy. They were so pleased to see their precious little boy. Now Pepper lives with Pixie. She's part of the family too. No matter how big a family grows, there's always room for you. If you find yourself like Pepper and your family grows bigger too, don't feel sad or worry. There's always room for you. A family's love is bigger than all the world, it's true. And even if you have to share, there is plenty of love for you. What a wonderful story that was. Pepper had a very happy and a very loving home, But he thought when the new baby arrived that he'd been replaced, so he ran away. But I'm so glad that Pepper saw the missing posters and he realised that he was missed so very much, and he ran all the way home. He understood that there was enough love in the house for the new baby and for Pepper too. There is always enough love to go around. I hope you've enjoyed this Shed Time story, and if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you'll be ready for the next book we can share together. Bye-bye.